Regarde-moi, je suis française. Parle avec moi encore. Il y a tous les caméras. Ta race. Aujourd'hui, tu vas chez toi. Attention. D'accord? Encore, tu parles avec moi.
Hello, my people. Today we are asking the question: Why is some of the Africans in diaspora downgrade racism? You know, some of the Africans in diaspora. I'm not talking about all the Africans in diaspora. I'm talking about some group, maybe some little group. You know, they fall into this category of these people that downgrade racism in diaspora. Some will even dismiss racism completely, that it doesn't exist. And sometimes it gets you frustrated when you hear the answers they give to back up their claim that, you know, racism, there's some who say it exists a little bit, but it's just something that you have to dismiss, or it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? And some of them will give you answer like this, that, you know, in Africa, we have, we have tribal clashes, you know, that some tribes will treat you worse than this other group of people where you live in abroad will treat you worse than, you know what I mean? And this is the flimsy excuse some of them gives, you know, to say that, to dismiss racism, even towards them. You know what I mean? But this is tragic, because if people dismiss something that dismiss something that other people are telling you, like this is how they feel, or they have encountered this racism, and the only thing you're gonna come up with is just to give this excuse. You know what I mean? To dismiss somebody's experience. And when you look at Donald Trump, for instance, and look at what the way he's reaching out to his people in South Africa, saying that there's injustice against them, even though he have not been there, he haven't gone to South Africa, and he have not even have personal experience of how his people are being treated in South Africa. But he didn't dismiss it, like some of our Africans in diaspora dismiss racism outrightly, even though the racism affected them. And they give you this bullshit excuse about some tribes are treating you worse in your own country. Imagine if Trump would say, like, the way the Russians and Ukrainian conflict is going, because they are all the same group of people. Imagine if Trump would say, "Oh, look at how they're treating each other there, so it's not bad." Like another group is treating some of their people in South Africa that way. But our people, they're just, I don't know, maybe our mindset or something like that, you know, or just different stuff. But sometimes I think it's because of, because Africans in diaspora, they're trying to make ends meet, and they don't, because the situation in Africa really is not good in some places because of bad leadership. You know, the economy is not working well because of the leadership we have in place in Africa. They don't have their people in mind. And it makes people to leave Africa, and when they come, they live in the West or somewhere in the Arab countries, anywhere in the world apart from Africa. They think, like, it's better to them to serve these people than to go back in Africa and struggle, because it's gonna be struggle in Africa. But when you look at other group, the way their mindset is, you see why some of them succeed in what they're doing, because some of some of the Western people will tell you that they will use this phrase, they will say that it's better for them to serving it's better to not to serve in heaven than to it's better to be in lead in hell, like have a leadership in hell than to serve in paradise or in hell, in heaven. But our people doesn't have this mind. They have the mind of let me serve in heaven instead of being the leader in hell. You know what I mean? I don't think this is a good analysis, but this is what I have for now. So I think someone downgrading racism is Africans. Some of our Africans in diaspora downgrading racism is it's like shooting yourself in the foot, because if you create awareness, people might not. Some people might be racist. They don't even know until when you tell them, or when they see people talking about it, or how other people treat them, and the perception they will see, like, oh, if you treat somebody like that, you're gonna feel like you're racist. They will stop treating you like that. Some will look at this and learn. But if you just downgrade it, how are they gonna learn? You know what I mean? But I'm not saying like everything, every encounter you have is based on race, because some people, the way they treat you, they will see treat their people that way. So there's a cover when you talk about racism. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our video. Peace.